Alright guys, on deck for review today here is going to be the Parabellum Armament AKARS system. It's a rail that promises not to lose zero with being able to open and close your dust cover. You'll see how it connects here up front in your former rear sight, and the system back here. We'll get into that more during the review. But what it does, it says that you can mount some kind of red dot optics on your 1913 style rail up top, open and close the dust cover multiple times without losing zero. And it also allows you to use this right here is a rear sight, backup rear sight, that when you're using any kind of Aimpoint Pro, or excuse me, Aimpoint T1, H1, Bushnell, TRS, primary arms microdots, those kind of mini dots like this, it allows you to also use your co-witness, your lower 1/3 co-witness. So we'll put it to the test here today and see if it lives up to its claims, and let's keep putting some more rounds through it. We're going to go over how this works and what it ships with here. As you can see, it comes with two different pieces. This is how it ships, like that. You get all the mounting hardware, meaning the two screws here, the pin there, as well as the pin up front here. All those come with it. The only tools needed for it are going to be the hex wrenches, which they actually provide, and a punch to put the pins through. So it's a pretty simple installation process. I'll actually put a link in the bottom of the video here of a guy who did an installation how-to, because I thought about it, but his video is pretty good, so I just figured I'll link to his so you guys can check that out. How it works. So you can see here it attaches to what was your former rear sight block. It still is the rear sight block, obviously, but these long fingers here go ahead and interface with these rails along here, and that is what prevents it from moving laterally. So you can see here I'm pushing on it, the gun's moving, the rail's not moving at all. It's very, very sturdy, and it's actually it's almost difficult to push in there because it's so tight, which is good. That's what offers the stability there. So that's how the top cover works, or the rail, I should say, the separate rail. And they give you this top cover, and I would change one thing in this top cover, but we'll get to that later in the video. They give you the top cover here, and it inserts the male ends insert into the female ends here. So you put that in, and when you first get it, the position of this little block here that you screw in isn't fixed, so you can actually move it back and forth to adjust for your particular AK, because obviously AKs have great variances in certain things, certain areas, depending on the country of origin, etc. So just putting that out there so you can actually adjust it and tighten it up so you get a snug fit right there with the rail. And to put it on, you just push it down and push your top cover in as you normally would. Push down on it until it clicks in. Now a lot of people ask about this rail and how it stabilizes vertically in terms of zeroing. Well, you can push down somewhat, if you will, on the rear of the cover. You can see it moving there. I'm not sure how easily that comes across on camera. I'll try to zoom in for you. It does move, but due to the rear leaf sight spring still being in there, it pushes it back up to the same spot, so you always get repeatable zero. At least that's what I've found. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take a few shots here with the 4 MOA optic. I'm gonna go ahead and fire a 2-shot group, and I'm gonna open and close the dust cover a bunch of times, fire another 2-shot group, and then we're gonna compare the targets. Let's get into it. Open and close it a bunch of times. Put our dust cover back on. Go ahead and put it back in there. Hit it a couple times on each side. See what kind of zero movement we have, if any. Target number 2 next. Alright, let's go see what we got. So this is the first target I shot right here. You can see there's 2 shots almost touching each other. And over here on the second target, I had 1 shot, which is almost in the same place as these 2. And 1 low, but still a little bit right at the target. Again, we're using a 4 MOA optic at 50 meters. So, in my opinion, especially with this one being as close as this one, and considering we're firing the AK-74 platform, which in general I get about 2 MOA out of anyway, with magnified glasses, which is not what we're using here, I'd say that even with me banging around that dust cover, it definitely held 0. So we moved it out to 100 meters. We're going to go ahead and close the dust cover again, just to see how she holds up, maintains that 0 that we already established. But go ahead and push it back on there. Take a few shots here from 100 meters, see if we can make that steel ring. There you can go, guys. It's definitely maintaining 0. There's no doubt about it. We'll zoom in there just so you guys can see where that target is. We're shooting at that plate right there on the right. Time for some final thoughts here on the rail. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the drilling sound in the background. It's been going on for days here, and I do live in a city, so there's a lot of construction going on. I apologize for that. But getting into the rail, it does maintain 0, which is the thing everybody wants to know. You know, with repeatable 0, it's one of the things that a lot of these rails out there don't do. This one seems to do it, at least in my testing and my sample here. So no questions there. It works. So that's a big bonus. A couple other features of it that I haven't discussed so far is the T-marked rails. A lot of guys like that for repeatedly mounting their optics in the same place. Another feature of it is good is the install, which the link I'll post to again. It's very easy. It's simple. They provide you with the tools that you need, and with the exception of the punch and the hammer. But other than that, it's pretty simple, and it can be done in literally under 15 minutes. It also comes with a built-in rear sight, which I like. You don't have to purchase that separately. That said, the rear sight notch is very wide. I'm going to try to insert a picture somewhere here in the video of what the sight picture looks like. So those are the things I like. I mean, it works. So now we're going to get into some nitpicky stuff. Things I'd like to see improved if I was the engineer behind this project. I'd like to see the rear sight moved to the back. I mean, I think it could be done. You just mount it up here on the back of the rail, so that way you'd have a longer sight picture for increased accuracy. I think that would help. Another thing is, this is minor points again, but when you remove the gas tube, when you go up there, it gets caught on the mount a little bit because it's so wide. It's not a problem, but you can see there it does mar it up a little bit. Again, is it something I'm gonna not use the product because of? No, absolutely not. It's just something to go over. And the final little nitpicky thing I don't like about it is the way the top cover interfaces with the safety. This happens on both the Krebs safety we have here, as well as the factory safety. You can see when you put it up there, there's like a stopping point because it gets caught up right here, and it has to click. It has to. You have to give it a little extra effort to go up. The drilling stopped, thank God. But what I mean by that, and it's back, is if you guys take a look here at the Romanian top cover, you can see it's got a built-in slot there, so that way the safety can go up a little easier. So I'd like to see that added. But all in all, I'm definitely not complaining about it. I'm gonna keep it on the rifle. It works well. It does everything it promises, so far in my testing anyway, at least. And seems to be a pretty good product at a pretty good price. As always, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about it, feel free to let me know. You can either post it here or over at my Facebook page, and I'll do my best to get back to you. But thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video, guys.